Colleagues, I stand today a strong supporter of HB 2014 because it provides access to justice for survivors of serious injuries, negligence, and abuse. We all know the impact sexual assault can have on a victim. It can lead to a lifetime of regret and self-doubt. Survivors of sexual assault don't necessarily have visible scars and other telltale signs of their injuries. The pain they carry with them every day is internal, but can make it difficult to maintain relationships, hold down employment, and enjoy the things that make life worth living. Non-economic damages are there for abuse survivors to get justice, not only against their abuser, but of the institutions that negligently fail to respond to abuse. While the individual perpetrators of these acts are acting intentionally, with malice, in many cases of sex abuse, it can be a powerful institution that sweeps the reports of abuse under the rug or negligently covers them up. Colleagues, I would like to provide an example of why this bill is so necessary for victims of sexual abuse. It's the story of John, who was sexually abused by his Boy Scout troop leader when he was a young boy living in Northeast Portland. Years later, John came forward with his story. His civil case helped uncover troves of documentation of the organization's institutional knowledge of this issue and repeated cover-ups of abuse within the organization. It was common practice to simply move abusers of new troops rather than prosecuting abusers, which put more children at risk of abuse. That's what happened to John's abuser, who had been transferred to Portland from the San Diego area, where he abused 11 Portland boys in the mid-1970s. This tragedy from childhood still haunts John, even as he works through his traumatic memories and bravely takes a stand for all other victims of abuse. I believe lifting the cap on non-economic damages can help hold negligent organizations accountable for the abuse, the cover-up, and the impact on the victims and our community, and force these organizations to make systemic changes. The cumulative impact of allowing for fair, non-economic damages to compensate victims helps change the behavior of big institutions in our society. I believe it is the least we can do to offer some measure of comfort for those who have suffered so much. Colleagues, I urge your aye vote on House Bill 2014.